morning, Dan. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning, David. What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, there I am. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but thankfully I log in on my computer and my phone, so I was able to swipe my phone away and come back in. Good morning, Brofit. How are you doing today? I might be solo today. I might not be, but if anyone wants to come hang out, I'll drop the link. Morning, Dylan. What's going on, buddy? Oh, thank you, Brofit. You're so sweet. Yeah, the boys went. We went late last night. I mean, I left here at 8:30, so I don't know what that is for Jason, because Mountain Time is confusing as hell. Is that just 9:30? Is it that simple? But Ryan must have been rocking almost midnight, and then I think I saw a post saying that he didn't have enough steps, so then he hopped on a treadmill. What a what a weird dude. Oh man. So that's pretty funny. How was everyone's evening, Monday, weekend? Just let me know what's going on in y'all's life. I hear some people are on spring break. Anybody on spring break right now? Um, yeah, I'm glad you were there, Jasmine. How's everything going? But yeah, today is Tuesday. Uh, beard is one hair. No, you know what? The beard is actually three colors. The beard has brown, the beard has red, and the beard has gray. And then up here, yeah, we got salt and pepper going on. So yeah, it's fun. It's whimsical. My face is very whimsical. Um, so I got aside from the normal stuff, two or three main things to talk about. Um, One is, if you didn't catch last night's show, me, Jason, and Ryan went live for some Dads After Dark. We hung out, we chatted, and then uh, because apparently I can't keep focus, I was on my computer looking at Twitch for some reason, and I saw that Ben Kind was on doing art. So I jumped in his room, and I didn't have sound or anything. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but I just basically said, "Hey Ben, don't you want to come join the Daily Dads After Dark show?" And again, didn't have sound, didn't know if he said yes or no or anything like that. That I just wrote, "Love you, your art's amazing," and then like I dipped, um, and then he appeared in the stream. So he kind of took over. He did his art. It was super cool, super relaxing. So as always, go check out Ben's art. He's amazing. And then we introduced him to Jason, who you guys all know. And we also got to spotlight Jason's art. So if you guys didn't see it last night, ooh, I don't know that I have it. I might have to check history, but Jason's an amazing artist too. He does portraits of animals, mostly dogs, but he does cats, and I think there was a ferret too. But it was good morning, IJ Rob. How are you doing? Um, it was really cool, and it was cool to see the two of them talk back and forth about artist, considering yourself an artist and stuff like that. It was just a very fun show last night, and like I said, it went late, um, and those guys are all sleeping in or at the gym doing whatever they're doing, and I'm here. Someone got on him about finishing a portrait, I believe. Was that you? Yeah. It kind of was. He gets on himself a little more than I do, because basically when he first kind of joined the Daily Dad crew and was on, he offered up a giveaway, and he said, I do these dog portraits. Um, if anyone wants to enter a giveaway, I'll give one for free. Just email me a picture of your animal. And I guess I was the only one to email him. Uh, so I won. And then like I said, I think that was back in November of last year, maybe earlier. And then I completely forgot about it until he brought it up and he showed me, like a version of it. And he's like, it's not done. And I'm like, well, that looked done to me. Like that, I would have been fine with what he had sent. But yeah, so I guess he finished it just the other day, and now it's got to make its way to the mail. So I'm excited for that. I think I told my family, but not sure. Um, so yeah, that was thing number one. Did I already forget all the other things? Um, oh, the other thing is tomorrow. Done. Hey, Jason, good morning. The other thing is I have a big problem. So I have a busy week. I had let's call it a late night last night. It's late night for me. Um, might have a late night tonight because there's this huge distraction going on today in that it's Topps Chrome pre-sale, public sale day today. So I'm going to be trying to figure out how many raffles I can enter impersonating all my family members, um, and hoping that I don't win them all because obviously I don't want to spend that much money, but I still want to get some boxes. And I have work to do, and I'll be spending the night out here tonight. Yeah, good luck, everyone, for sure. Um, and tomorrow is mine and my wife's 15th wedding anniversary. And other than getting her Topps Chrome blaster box, which she would incredibly hate, I got nothing. Oh, I don't know how it happens, but I feel like every every April for the last like however many years I've gone through this, where I know when our anniversary is. Like, it's not an unknown thing in my mind. It's not that I forget, but I don't know. How do you get a woman that has everything, right? Ryan, tell me how you get a woman that has everything.
I was trying to step in at the right moment. What do you get for a woman that has everything? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, got it. Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
I don't know. I feel
That's what
like
we should
very
have talked about last night, but I went completely blank when it came to topics. And then I looked at the date today and I was like,
oh,
tomorrow's the day. Yeah.
did you bring it up?
Vac-
I know I really wish you did bring it up. That would have been a really good conversation. Yeah, it is kind of in the moment. You're like, what do we talk about? I did like the game that we played, and I
yeah.
so appreciated your superpower of getting Ben on stream. That was great. I really loved it. So that definitely has to happen again. I think just like less expectations and structure just makes it really fun.
Let's
So
hang
it's good.
out. Yeah.
So your anniversary is today. What
What?
do you
Say that again?
get? You said that your anniversary is today?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And what do you get the woman? I mean, did you chat GPT this? But it's good. I really hope that at some point maybe chat GPT does not have as much of a what's the word I'm looking for? As much of a what's the word when something has a
Stigma?
stigma attached to it. I think that it definitely can. So,
I use
but yeah, I think it definitely
ChatGPT
can
to
help.
find that.
You know what, but like as of like 6 months ago, Chat GPT was something that you weren't using. You really got in there. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying. Well, I got the app on my phone now and I have the logins. I pay for it, all that stuff. It definitely does work. Um,
Hmm.
Sometimes I just forget, sometimes I actually just have those questions and just like, I'll just be sitting here thinking about them, or yeah, I definitely still could use it more for sure. Um, but yeah, going back to like Dan said, like vacation. I mean, we go on vacations all the time. So that's kind of like my out is I'm like, yeah, honey, I would definitely take you on a vacation, but like we're going on like three. We already have three booked right now, and I think there she's in the process of booking a fourth one. So it's just this is a
My
year of
goodness,
vacations anyways. Yeah, adult
you
vacation.
guys. I
Yeah.
know you're a very humble person, but it just feels like a little bit of a flex when I hear this. Look, you're like, I know. It is. It's a lifestyle that I think that everyone wants to get to. Can I share what I like to do on anniversaries? And it's because I need it more than anything else.
Yeah.
I will go straight to the traditional lists of what you get for that year anniversary. I like it. It gives me a little bit of um, a structure to things because because what year anniversary is this?
15.
15. Oh my goodness, nice. We just did our 10, so we're 5 years behind you. Um, so 15th anniversary. Does anyone know off the top of their head what that is?
No clue.
Let's see. I got it because
Sometimes
I'm
I
gonna.
feel like
Oh,
there's different lists. So do you
there
check
are,
both?
but you know what? I think the idea of looking at the list is just, I think something special in itself. So, and there's always going to be the traditional and then there's the modern. So for the
Gotcha.
15th year anniversary, the traditional is crystal and then the modern is a wristwatch. So, I mean, who
Oh,
makes
jeez.
this up? I don't even know. But it's still I think it gives something fun and it takes a little bit of the pressure off of you. Be like, well, this is what the list said. So I think it's definitely something that you can kind of play with. So this is an example of something that I did. We love to go camping. We go camping every single yeah, J Rob, I think so too. We go camping every year for our anniversary. It's in September. So it's a good time of year. But I usually go off of this list. So like we did what was copper was one of the past years. And it was kind of hard to find something copper because I want to get something like I'm not big into like the traditional like we're gonna get like a frame or like the thing that like gives a quote and like if anyone loves that that's great like a quote that's like in some kind of sign. We just don't have like space for it and I don't like that kind of stuff around the house anyway. But I whenever it was copper, I went and I found it was cool it was like a soapstone as a soapstone kind of cooking plate, I guess is what I'll say. And soapstone is like really cool to cook like steaks on and stuff like that. But it was rimmed with tin with copper. And so it had like copper handles and it was rimmed with copper. And so like that was something that we could use. It was something that I could cook her, some kind of dinner on. But it was like what anchored it was that list of traditional things.
Huh.
So if anything, I think it kind of helps a little bit. I don't know, like is there a crystal is there a crystal gift that anyone thinks that I don't know, crystal like to me I'm like, oh, it sounds so old. But then a
Yeah.
wristwatch sounds like so silly because I know that I feel like you go to what? You go to like an Apple Watch if you think about it. Like I don't know if she's a watch person, so
Yeah. I mean, we both have an Apple Watch, but I don't think they're that old that we need replacements.
exactly. Yeah,
I think they're still
yeah.
rocking. I could use some new headphones, but my watch, on the other hand. So anyways, the next thing on my list to talk about, what did I have else? I don't think I had anything else. I think it was probably Topps Chrome, but we can save that. We can go into some gratitude and some dad stuff.
Let's do it, man. I'll take your lead.
Did you get to the reading?
Man, you know what? I didn't. My head is all over the place. We had a hard morning over here. Um,
We had a
and
long
now I was
light,
looking at
long
crystals.
night last night. That's what I was telling everybody. I'm probably going to be rocking this alone. Ryan was up till midnight, 1 a.m. walking on a treadmill.
You know what? I was actually, yes, no, I did. I had to get on a treadmill because I need Gramps to like me. Um, what was I gonna
As if
say?
he wouldn't.
I know, right? He's such a great guy. Uh, um, I was going to say, I think there's a reason that my head is not working right now. But I got up this morning and I feel like still with like the Topps Chrome stuff, I hopped on X and then I mean, there's just been a lot of nice messages. So then I felt like I have to kind of get back to some of those and then keep up with the usual posting. And then I was like, oh man, I just lost my gym time. So I ran out to the gym and then I was late and then I made the family late. So it was my fault. And then we had a harder morning than we needed to. So I did not read, but I'm going to grab my book right now. Make sure I got
It's a real short, sweet, and easy one.
Well, yesterday was heavy.
Basic gist of it is keep your, try to keep your opinions and your judgment as minimal as possible, and that it doesn't it doesn't matter what you think your kid's hair looks like, or what your opinion is of their friends or their friends' parents. If it's their friends, it's their hair. I think I've gone through this a little bit where, my kids don't necessarily like to change their clothes. My girls like to just rock the same outfit multiple days in a row sometimes, especially on the weekends when there's no one around them, but they've been known to do it and go to school in the same outfit once or twice. My thing is always just change your underwear, please. If you want to wear the same jeans a couple days in a row, I'm pretty sure jeans were made and meant to be worn over and over again and not necessarily washed. Um, and at the end of the day, it's their life, it's their choice, it's their maybe awkwardness or friendships, or that's going to come to play where some kid goes, didn't you wear that yesterday? Or like, you kind of smell. It's the same thing with like showering and self-care and all that stuff. It's like, if they want to put themselves in that position, like that's their life. They're going to learn, they're going to learn that by the reactions and opinions they get from friends and everyone else. And they're going to also learn that they can. Good morning, Blaze. How are you
Hey
doing?
guys, what's going on?
Speaking of
What's up,
someone who's
Blaze?
never worn the same thing twice.
I had
How you-
to put on the Florida colors today.
all right, I like it.
Oh,
I like
Blaze,
it. I
great
like it.
job
I like
putting
it.
on a little tournament.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, a bunch of people. I feel bad winning almost because it's like, Blaze fix the NCAA.
I was gonna say, isn't that a little weird?
Yeah. But I mean, the funny thing is, I've been trying to like sell or get rid of this like epic Ermi or whatever it's called for like Ernest Ernie for like the longest time, and like I tried to sell it on eBay for like $400 and no one bought it, and now I try to like give it away, but I want it back. I mean, maybe that's my character. Chan, you listening to this?
Oh man, that's funny.
I still think of you as the eel though.
I am the eel. Yeah, I still need an eel, but it'll happen.
I liked how confident you just said that.
I'm just pissed because I bought like the eel was 1.5 ETH, the diamond one, and I just didn't have the money in September, and now I'll never have it.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean,
you
maybe.
will.
I don't know. You never know. You never know.
They'll come back down. They'll go back up. They'll come back down. They'll do all
Is it
kinds
okay
of
when I
crazy
jump
stuff.
in at the end like this? I just feel bad sometimes because I probably upset the trajectory of what's going on.
Did you do the reading? What did you think about the reading?
What is with this month, man? This is heavy. Is this like the heavy month?
Yeah, man. Of course.
I don't know. Wait until we get to like day 20. If we're not tired of it yet, then it's an okay month.
Because today it was like the thing that really resonated with me is your kids might not want to parent how you parented, and then so that had me thinking about what are the things that my parents did or didn't do that I make sure that I do or don't do. So that's one of the things that I was like thinking about today with the reading.
I mean, the month is called Master Your Emotions, Lessons in Patience and Self-Control. That itself is just a heavy topic. So I think any of these are going to be, and of course, any day that starts with Marcus Aurelius, you know, it's going to be a heavy hitter. So, you know, Marcus Aurelius, the quote here was, "These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone." All right, Marcus. Stop judging me. But I also feel as if, like, I always love the last sentences that, or the last paragraphs at least, that Ryan Holiday puts here. He ends this whole thing by saying, "Few things in life are better off with your judgment hovering over them. Your family, most of all." That's the truth. That's the truth.
Yep.
So I hear it. It's also hard not to judge yourself and then kind of bring it into your family. But okay, what else can we do? It's kind of like keeping up with the Joneses. I know it happens a lot in different like areas. And I think the one thing in Brooklyn I was talking about one day was that I don't always feel like that here. I think everyone kind of realizes like we're all in the shit a little bit. But then, you know, there are some times in some neighborhoods, like the Upper East Side is like difficult with that. So it kind of like it's kind of tough when like there's judgment that could be coming at you and you kind of put it on yourself a lot of the times. Would you guys agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, and I think I've mentioned to I have that conversation with my wife quite often. Is like I feel like she does it a lot as well. Like I was going back to I'll go back to the example I was using before Blaze popped on. Is like my kids going to school wearing the same clothes or not showering or something like that. I'm like, honey, it's you're like like you get into this thing where she's like arguing back and forth with the kids about changing their clothes. I'm like, it doesn't affect you. Like, let them go be the stinky kid. Let them go be embarrassed by some kid who says you wore that yesterday. Like, they have a closet full of clothes. Like, their response is not going to be, well, my parents don't have clothes for me. Like, I don't have any clean clothes. Like, they might say I don't have any clean clothes, but again, like, I mean, it's their life. Like they'll get the judgment as long as you as the adult can like find a way to separate yourself from that. Like I think there's some passages in this book about trying to learn to separate the good and the bad that your kids do from like your own self worth or your own like they're a reflection of you, but like their accomplishments aren't your accomplishments, and they're like bad, like their faults aren't your faults, kind of thing. Like they are their own people.
Man.
I also tell me if you guys agree with this, and then I have to jump off just a minute early. But the idea that like the judgment that we think that we're placing on our kids, because I'm thinking about this too. Like my wife also was like, girls, you got to change your clothes. I also wonder if it would be different if I had sons. I feel like moms probably do think differently, like with their daughters and dads with their sons that way. I don't know if that's the case because we're probably going to be projecting on that. But I also think that the idea of like whatever our judgment is that we're placing on someone in our family, most likely, the lesson that we're trying to get across from that judgment is probably never going to be as strong as what's going to happen if they do what they wanted to do. And then they kind of learn, you know, maybe a lesson outside of here, like with the dirty clothes. It's like, I can keep telling my kids that those are dirty clothes. It's going to smell. People are going to say something, but like, that's not going to get across until like, you know, someone actually does say something. But then what was the point of me judging? Like, it would have been better if my kids felt judged outside of the home, come back to me as I'm more approachable because I was like judging less. And then we kind of came up with some solutions. It's a good reminder. I'm not saying it like I know that. I'm saying it like it's a good reminder to let them go through their own moment. I needed that. Thanks, Dom.
That was well put. I appreciate that. So should I let Bryson eat ketchup sandwiches?
I said I was going to leave a
of
little bit
course.
early. And so I'm probably going to do that now. It's disgusting. Why would you ever let your child eat a ketchup sandwich?
Well, we're talking about letting them figure it out. Like one day someone's kid's going to be like, ew, that's gross, you're eating ketchup sandwiches.
Sometimes judgment is not a good thing.
Even after reading this, Ryan will still judge you.
Ryan, have the best day. I know you got to go. For me, it's golf.
Yeah,
Everyone here
love you
golf,
guys.
and I don't golf. and so I feel like I need to golf. I want to golf,
Oh,
but there's
really?
also like a lot of other things that I want to do. So trying to figure out like
Oh, fuck golf.
maybe 9 holes and not 18. Like 18, like that's the whole day. But
Yeah.
I know it's good exercise if you're walking, and it's a sport that you can play later in life as well. I don't know.
Oh man. So work today, right?
Yep, I have to teach 10 to noon. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because I have to teach every morning. But I always try to jump in when I can. And
Yeah, no
then,
problem at all.
what do you got going on today?
Work, trying to, I was saying before, trying to sign up my entire family for Topps Chrome pre-sale.
Oh yeah, what time does that start?
2 minutes,
Oh shoot.
but you have the whole day. You
Yeah.
just go in and sign up for the raffle, and then they let you know at the end of the day. So you have that big work meeting. Got to finish a proposal, do some stuff. But yeah, and then like the first part of the conversation was me basically telling everybody that like tomorrow is my 15-year wedding anniversary, so I have to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna come home with flowers tomorrow. The my in-laws are coming out, so we have a sitter to go grab some food tomorrow night. So we're probably just gonna go out for a dinner.
Nice.
But yeah, we're playing it. We're trying to play it low key, but I'm getting a little concerned that maybe we're kind of sidestepping a little bit too many of these important dates, Amy and I,
Yeah.
especially 15 years. But it just sucks when it comes on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like the
Not
actual
a Taco
day.
Tuesday. It's Hump Day.
Yeah.
Um,
So I might have to like circle back and like find something to do this weekend. Just her and me if I can.
well, Heather and I have our 10-year coming up this year.
Nice.
Nuts. Yeah, me and Heather need to find a sitter so we can go get new cell phones because that's a whole like
Oh, it is.
3-4
It's
hour process.
such a nightmare. Yeah. Or just find an Apple store because this is what happened to us. An Apple store or T-Mobile or whatever your service provider is, just make sure there's a good restaurant next door or something like that. You just go back and like leave your phone there and just be like, especially if you have a sitter, like make a date of it. Like
Yeah.
leave your phone there, like, because that's what happened to us. We had to wait. Like they were like, oh, we're working on your stuff, and we're like, okay, well, we're just gonna go to the bar next door and get some happy hour, and then we'll be back.
Why can't I just activate it, download it, go home? Like that should take 30 minutes.
Yep, I know. It's crazy. It's wild. But yeah, it is what
All
it
right.
is.
Everybody, if you switch phones, make sure you write down all your seed phrases. You can get locked out of your Web3 wallets and then never have access to your NFTs again.
That would
That's
be
my
very unfortunate.
or tech advice today. But hearts, mugs, coffee, Chrome, all the things.
Yeah, man. See ya. Have a good day.
Have
See
the
ya,
best day.
everybody.
Later.
Later.